It's Jason Blaha here, getting the stream going in here. It died outside. It normally doesn't have connection issues this time of day, but it's like it is now. So we're gonna hop in here. We're gonna finish this one on the bike inside. Hopefully we get some this picking up like it was starting to out there the first few minutes. But you know, can't control that connection out there with the tower. Normally it's not a problem till like 10 o'clock or so. And it was 8:30. So I don't know what happened. Normally I'm really good. Hopefully the weekend though, the early morning will be fine out there. Get those likes going though, guys. Get the likes, get the comments, get everything flowing. And yeah, let's hopefully get a nice, good, productive stream to make up for the fact that that first one got like 10 views. All right, workout was really good today. Like I said, I'll have the vlog up here later. So again, just trucking along. But like I said, in that one overall, pretty happy with the size I have right now, looking at stuff at certain angles. I'm pretty big everywhere. So we just have to get lean. So literally keep doing what I'm doing. The bro diet, the cardio. What I find is fascinating is how many people are still coming with me arguing about nutritional deficiencies on the bro diet. That's just ludicrous. There's just a point where you got to go, man, you people are completely lost, right? When anyone thinks that people eating entirely whole food bro diets with tons of vegetables and meat are going to have nutritional deficiencies on 2,800 calories, especially when you're adding extra stuff in, dairy, sweet potatoes a little bit, and we'll actually argue the point. There's a point where some people can't be helped. I'm noticing that though, man. I had a guy in the stream and he came and argued it with me and tried to use AI, and I'm just like, dude, you've lost your mind. You have lost your mind. So I'm just going to keep doing it. It's a tried and true method. I think that's the other thing too. I think really it's a case of people who really dislike me don't like seeing me do something that's been effective for 30 or 40 years. Like, oh, we can't have that. We got to find a way to shoot it down. You know, we can't have him doing a bodybuilder row diet and hours of cardio. He's going to get lean. We got to stop and sabotage it, right? Kind of the idea, isn't it? So get those likes up though, guys. We're getting decent views in here. We got some likes. You know, someone had asked me in the other one, I said, yeah, I think I'm going to get to 200 now and assess based on how I'm looking at this point in the cut. It's like, is that the official? I'm like, no, there's no official. It's not like ever a set in stone. It's just weird that people have those ideas, because I was saying for a couple of weeks, no, I don't know what weight I have a look. But now that I'm able to assess down at 216, I can also say I think 200 will be a good assessment point, right, to figure out what I need to do from there, right? So I think that will probably put me, you know, at a certain body fat percentage if I can lose just all fat, or 90+% fat going down to that, and that's what we mean. That's the idea. But hopefully we get some comments. We got plenty of views in here. No real comments yet. So I'm going to pedal away and chat with you guys and check some stuff till this stream picks up a little bit. Usually morning ones like this, they tend to do pretty good on that though, usually. Right, they usually do good, like this time slot for getting people in. So hopefully we'll get more people in, we'll get some questions going. It's actually real conversations and not silly, you know, just straight trolly stuff. We don't need it. You know, I'm going to try to just ignore certain things. Some stuff I've got to ban. I'm going to have to maybe make a post on that, but I noticed my views are going back up when I do not entertain certain questions. But realistically, I probably need to ban people for just certain keywords and phrases, because I just can't have it in the stream. It's actually hurts my outreach. So it's basically theft. They're basically stealing from me at that point. So, I mean, can't have it. You guys know what sort of stuff. Anything that's against the rules of YouTube. All right, it's pretty straightforward. Shouldn't be hard to figure out. You know, YouTube doesn't like hate speech. YouTube doesn't like pew-pews, and they don't like sexually explicit stuff. So, you know, it's not hard, guys, to avoid those three topics. There we go, getting some likes coming in. Hit those likes buttons for me though, guys. Let's get comments. Like actual comments are the best thing. Rufio, appreciate that like, Rufio. Yeah, Rufio, hey, you're a regular in here. What is so difficult for people to understand to avoid 3 basic topics? Like in a live stream. Like why is it so hard knowing that it's against the rules? Luke and Diesel in the trap department, coach, appreciate it, Brian. Bryson. Appreciate it. What do you think, Rufio? What's the difficulty with people in that? Too many trolls, right? And I think that's what it is, just in general. Bryson, I also agree people are delusional and childish, you know? But yeah, I mean, really, it shouldn't be hard to come into someone's stream and know the rules of YouTube, not Blaha's rules, YouTube's rules, and go, you know, we probably shouldn't drop hate speech. We probably shouldn't talk about pew-pews, and we shouldn't talk about sexually explicit stuff. Stuff that they know would get their channel strikes if they were to make videos on it. Basic bulk advice for someone new to a barbell. Julian, you don't need to bulk unless you're really lean. So what do you weigh, and what about how fat are you? Like, do you have a 6-pack? Do you have love handles? Where are you at in terms of body fat? If you got a 6-pack or you're really lean with very minimal fat, go ahead and gain 1 pound a month. 1 pound a month, just lean bulk. If you have significant body fat, you know, like you got a little pudge around the waistline, I would just recomposition. I would stay at the same weight, eat lots of protein, eat a healthy diet, and follow a basic program and recomp. Hey, Bryson, I don't know what that means. So could you put that in English for me? All right, Matthias says, hey, Jason, what's up, Matthias? Hey, Bryson, and I'm not messing with you. I literally have no idea what that acronym stands for. I have zero clue. Okay. A lot of these broad kids act like getting big and strong is hard. Not hard, it just takes a long time. Julia, so you're skinny. How skinny? What's your height and weight? It's similar to Chipotle. I've never heard of it, dude. Hey, beautiful. How's it you? I'm not a conspiracy theorist, dude. Can we also drop conspiracy theory stuff in my stream? Come on, guys. This isn't Alex Jones. This is Jason Blaha Strength and Fitness. This is not the Alex Jones. This is not the tinfoil hat live stream, right? So what are you talking about? How would you deal with pudgy child and get them into health fitness? He's your nephew. It's not your place. You can talk to him. You can encourage him. You can let him watch you work out and see if he'll take an interest. Be the cool uncle and work out and see if he's interested. But it's not your kid. It's not your place outside of that. Just see if he is. And then if he does, then maybe, you know, maybe he'll take an interest. As long as he knows that you train and work out and you're serious about it, if you're the cool uncle, he'll maybe just develop an interest itself and then just take it from there. If people quit trolling all day, maybe they'd have a job, a girlfriend, and muscle. They probably would, Bryson. Julio says 68 kilograms average height. Okay. Yeah, so then if you're that skinny, you could lean bulk 1 pound a month, so half a kilo a month. Would be my advice. Very, 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 very slow gains. Hey, Bryson, I don't answer questions about my personal life. You already know that. So, is that a fair answer? So I don't discuss my family, my friends, which my friends are my extended family. Julia said that's boring. Hey, Julia, okay, so then you don't want results. So basically, Julia, you just told me you're not actually interested in results. You want excitement. Here's gonna be, you know, I've got some advice. If you want exciting, go to the movies. Go watch an action movie. you trying to get jacked and big and strong, it's going to be pretty boring. Do you primarily focus on the numbers on the scale, the look in the mirror? Both, Alan, but the scale is objective, right? Hey, Rufio, I tried to walk. We got through Facebook, we got 4 minutes into YouTube and it started cutting out. So, and I only see one bar on it here. I'm on my Wi-Fi, but it's just not flowing this morning. So I can't really do it. I can do it, but I can't stream while I do it. Thoughts on olive oil? I need you to be specific. By the way, the person hey, Bryson, so how do you know all about it? Julio, 0.5 kilogram a month. From where you are, so that would mean over the next year, 6 kilograms, right? That would be a nice, good, lean bulk where you shouldn't gain any body fat because you already don't have a six-pack. So if you gain faster, you're gonna gain fat. You know that, right? I'm trying to keep you from getting any fatter. Since you said you want a six-pack and you don't have one, do you really want to get more fat around your waistline? Or would you rather recomp a little bit while gaining, while maximizing muscle growth? So if gaining as much muscle as possible while getting a hair leaner is boring to you, maybe go watch an exciting movie and then go train and then go do what you need to do. But it doesn't sound like you're serious about your goals based on your response a bit boring. Because listen to the stream and some of my name was asking, oh, okay, fair enough. Hey, Bryson, so do we need to keep discussing my family? So can we like drop off the topic? I'm probably going to ban you, by the way, because I just told you don't talk about my personal life and now you keep going there. I'm probably going to need to get rid of you. Exactly. Bryson, I'll let you delete your own comment, and if not, I'm just going to get rid of you. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not your name. No one knows who you are. You're that same guy. Okay, next. I agree the scale is objective. Yeah. So this is really easy to handle, guys, to get rid of the nonsense in here. The scale is much more objective. And that's the point. I'm not saying we shouldn't be using the mirror, but people will say, well, the scale doesn't matter because you could be recomp. Okay, that's for novices. I'm an over 200-pound advanced to elite lifter. I ain't gaining muscle on a fast cut. It's not happening. Matthias, is olive oil a healthier option than seed oils? There's too much nuance to answer that. The amount of nuance to that question, you would have to literally go row by row on every single type of seed oil and analyze it. Does that make sense? Seed oils aren't even particularly unhealthy, they're just potentially fattening. But by that same token, so you see where I'm saying that this could get very nuanced quickly. But then if I say that seed oils aren't unhealthy, but you should be careful because you can gain fat with them, people think I'm being pro seed oil, and it's just, it's frustrating. So no, Matthias, you're literally going to have to go compare the profile and the lab results of every single seed oil that you're looking at compared to olive oil. Are you talking regular olive oil or extra virgin? You know, at the end of the day, yeah, you could add certain fats to certain things for benefits, and olive oil is fine. You could add oils, but you may be better off doing just whole foods like nuts and seeds, honestly. You know, if you wanted optimal. But if you're struggling to get quality calories in, like you're struggling with maintenance or something, I can see a place for that. 200 pounds for a 5'9" powerlift is a good weight target to maintain strength and get bodybuilder looks. I mean, Alan, I'm at 216 in that thumbnail in those pictures I just put up. So, I mean, think of another 16 pounds of fat taken off from there. No, Julio, I hate the main gaining term, by the way. I totally hate that term. Greg Doucette doesn't get to rename everything that we've been using for words for 50 years. He doesn't get to rename stuff with his own brand, right? Is 6 reps not enough for hypertrophy? Who said that? Rufio, who told you 6 reps is not enough for hypertrophy? Who told you that? It wasn't me. Um, hey Jason, I already started 8 sets of 3 reps. Just be aware that that gets heavy real quick. I don't know what thoughts you're looking for. It can be a viable approach for getting stronger and still gaining good muscle. Just be aware it can beat you up a little more than doing, you know, something like 5 to 8 reps with a few less sets. So it depends on what you're trying to do. Is there any non-weight stuff that can build stronger neurological, spinal, systemic stuff? Plyometrics, jumps, throws. I like the 5 to 8. I mean, the 5 to 8 is pretty good for just overall maximizing size while still getting some decent neural drive. It's a good rep range, except on some exercises. I mean, do you really want to do 5 rep sets of curls? You know, maybe not always ideal for your tendons. So therein lay the problem with that. But your big movements, absolutely. Some of your isolation, you may want to take it a hair higher. You know, now not curls. I like 8 to 12. Yeah, I mean 5 to 8 has always been a really good solid rep range for size. Most people claim 8 to 12 is optimal. Personally, I'm like, well, Rufio, what are they basing that on? What are they basing that on? I've done a lot of videos discussing the history of hypertrophy rep ranges, why certain rep ranges were pushed historically. I've got highly detailed videos on this stuff, by the way. Probably 50 of them. And keep in mind, compound is just a general term. You know, big movements versus just anything that's a compound are not even the same thing, right? A squat and a deadlift are kind of in a different category than, say, a pull-up or a dumbbell row, you know, even though those are all compounds. Isolated bicep curls, 3 reps is higher percentage, more risky. Yeah, it's more risky. In theory, could you get jacked doing ones if you only... Hey, Mortal, why do we want to discuss really bad hypotheticals? Keep in mind, I'm very big on practical applications. Like I am not a big fan of, hey, let's go to extreme irrational hypotheticals and ask the hypothetical possible. I think it's actually really bad for someone who puts out informative content to do that. The problem is even worse, if I were to go into a discussion of it, someone will take a soundbite and say it's my advice. Make sense? It will get made into a soundbite somewhere as Blaha's official stance if I cover crazy hypotheticals too much. Maybe in theory, but it would be really problematic. Right? So you're looking at something that, in theory, but it's going to be really problematic, extremely difficult and inefficient. Coach, I know it's silly these bodybuilding gurus being obsessed with the squeezing and the tracking. Does it change when you belt loads of drugs? How do I say, does it change? What are we looking for by change? Are you asking, does that magically stimulate growth all of a sudden? Or are you asking, because they use enough drugs, can they get away with silly stuff and it probably not matter because they're going to grow anyways with enough gear, as long as they're training hard? I'd say the higher the drug doses go, the more wiggle room you have on stupidity. Right? But it doesn't magically make more stimulus from that, no. Just because they use the drugs. The drugs are creating the extra growth, not the squeezing at that point. The squeezing is not doing anything, ever. You know. So that would be the answer. Chad, not only would I never consider moving to the Philippines, I can't think of a single reason I would even want to visit the Philippines for a weekend. How's that for an answer? So again, let me state that again. Not only would I never even consider moving there, I don't even see a reason to visit. So it seems like a really strange question. As someone who you know has said, I'm not even interested in renewing my passport again. I've let it expire. I really don't care. That kind of sums up how I feel about it. Why not? Chad, why would you think that? Have I ever indicated or said anything to you ever at any point on this channel that would make you think that? So a person who repeatedly says they don't even want to leave America again to visit, they don't even want to renew their passport, and they've said it 100 times, why would you think that? That doesn't make a lot of sense. You know, if I was someone who expressed all the time a desire to travel, that would make sense. What do you mean? Why would I enjoy that type of lifestyle? Like, what makes you think that? That just, again, seems really strange based upon my beliefs and personality. And what do you mean that lifestyle? You're talking about the guys who go over there for hookers and stuff? Except that you know that I'm a very pro-marriage, pro-monogamous guy. Right? Yeah. So what if they preserve their culture? So again, seems really weird. So Chad, what does this have to do with strength training and fitness? You sound like one of those weirdo, like MGTOW, red pill losers. Like those virgin-ass goofy losers who can't meet women. There ain't no good women left in America. Like, are you one of those dudes? Because those dudes are losers. Absolute losers. I can't stand them. All right, Coach, is it okay that Ted rocked way back on the tube? Yeah, Chad, it's fine. No, seriously, dude, you want to talk about a dude who you know straight up is a loser. A dude who gets up and says, there's no good women in America. I got to go overseas to find one. Yeah, dude, you're a straight loser. Like, you just put up a big flag and told everybody, dude, you're not doing anything with your life. You have no game, no personality. You probably got a terrible personality. You're probably not doing shit with your life. Like, you just put up a big red flag when you guys do that. Like, that's what everybody knows. Come on, guys. Just stop. Right? There you go, parents. So, you know, I think that whole MGTOW thing is just ludicrous. Like, it just screams virgin loser beta. Like, man, I just can't. That's why I can't stand that it's all in the fitness world now, right up there with the stupid carnivore stuff. What does any of this have to do with being a strong, confident man and getting strong and getting jacked? Like, it sounds like the exact opposite. All because the internet told them to, right? That's the problem, mortal. I mean, what is it? It has nothing to do with anything I promote. Hey, broski, can you habla inglés? You're gonna have to put that in a translator. Coach, why is everyone so salty that I can overhead press more than them? I don't know, Ted, they getting upset. Coach, what's the weak point on Ted's 410 back squat? Back held up good pretty consistently. Well, his upper back tends to limit him, but we've been strengthening that. So I don't know that he has a weak point. He just has to gain more muscle in his legs and get stronger. I mean, just all there is to it. Not everything is about a weak point. Yes, sometimes we see weak. So here's the problem, guys. People make this assumption that we always have some weak point that we have to target. We have weak points we have to target if we have a weak point that's glaringly stands out. But that's oftentimes not the case. Sometimes our weak point is that we just need to get bigger and stronger. It's not always, hey, we have this specific muscle over here limiting us that's not a primary mover, right? And it's not there's no neural drive for issues or anything for him. He's really got good speed strength, been doing a lot of heavy lifting. That's all good. No, Julio, I told you already, man. From where you are, dude, half kilo a month for the next 2 years, you'll be happy with the results. FG says, good morning. How you doing, FG? We doing good. Had to come inside because we couldn't keep a good connection. But we're getting some decent views in here now. So we have that going. That's a good thing. Definitely a good thing. Have you ever had a fig? I'm pretty sure I have. I think I have, probably. All right, what do you eat to lose weight? Calorie deficit, lots of protein, whole foods. If all else fails, chicken, rice, vegetables. There you go. There's your answer. All right. Thank you. So hopefully that helps you, Woo. Oh, we're getting decent views. Get those likes up, by the way, guys. Hit that like button. Help Coach out here. We got to help Coachino. What's your net worth? I don't discuss any of my financial stuff on the internet. So Noah, what does that have to do with getting strong and jacked and improving your performance and your confidence and your fitness? Hey Noah, what's your deadlift? How much can you deadlift? What do you look like? How strong are you? How big are you? That's the important stuff. This is what we need to be worried about. 10 pounds. Well, then we need to fix that. You came to the right place. We says now have 150 kilograms at 1.85 meters. I'll assume that's 1.85. Okay, so Woo, you need to lift weights, start walking, track your calories, chicken, rice, vegetables, till you get down under 100 kg. All right, how's that sound? You want to lose 30. You need to lose more than 30. Unless you're a really hardcore steroided up lifter, you need to lose more than 30. I'm just telling you straight up. No bar with no weight is already 45. Hey Jason, what's up? Thoughts on diet soda? Diet soda can have its place for people who need the satiety from the carbonation or have a sweet tooth to crave and are trying to eat healthy. It can have a place. I like it in social settings. I don't keep any in the house right now, but like if I'm out in a place and people are drinking, I'll drink a Coke Zero while other people are drinking alcohol because I'm sober and I choose not to drink. So that's usually, for me, that's my thoughts on it. Right? Obviously, objectively better than a regular soda by every metric. All right, get a few more likes going here, guys. Let's keep this stream flowing. Come on now. Yep. Trying to figure out how long this one's going to be an hour. All right. And I want to break my cardio up for the day. Meds want to influence weight. I don't know, dude. But I would say if you want to be healthy, you probably shouldn't be smoking anything. But it may be making you eat more if you're getting the munchies from it. Like if you're overweight, you're struggling to lose weight, and you're consuming something like that that causes appetite or binge eating or munchies, that's probably a problem. It's not going to be in a direct sense, but an indirect through your appetite, right? Get them likes up. Tell them, Scott. Get them likes flowing. Coach needs the big numbers. Okay, he says he's not smoking anymore. Okay, well, you may want to keep it that way then. Particularly if you're struggling with weight, you're 150 kg, man. You need to be cutting anything out of your life that makes you overeat. Is that a fair statement? I think it's a totally fair statement. Scott's right. Get them likes up though, guys. I used to smoke, but well, you're also 150 pounds and you've had a stroke. You need to even consider medical intervention on that weight loss. Good choice. Smoking is disgusting and very expensive. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So what is your doctor saying? Because if you're 150 kg and you've had a stroke, what is your doctor advising for medical intervention at this point? All right. You know, which I think is a fair question on my part. He said he stopped. Last year I was 117. So you've gained another 13 kilograms and you've had a stroke. Woo, you need to be talking to your medical doctor at this point with some of this. We're no longer into, hey, personal trainer or coach on the internet giving you advice. You need medical intervention. You went from 117 kilos to 130 kilograms in less than a year, and you've had a stroke. You need to go talk to your doctor. You need to follow whatever plan they give you, whatever medicines they prescribe, or you're going to die. Like, this is no longer a game, dude. Right? That's not a game, man. Like, you're at the edge of not being here in a year or two. So if your doctor wants to prescribe anything, I don't care what it is, Ozempic or whatever, you need to listen. But you got to get that weight under control. And no, 30 kilograms is not going to be enough. You said you're 150. Yeah, you got to be way under that. No, dude. And you're 43 years old. Yeah. Hit the treadmill, bud. Start walking. Start exercising. He needs medical intervention, though, guys. Chris, he needs medical intervention at this point. Not just the treadmill. This is a guy who's had a stroke in his 40s, and he's 150 kilograms. That's over 300 pounds. Right? I didn't think you were going live. Yep, Dean, I'm live, man. I tried the outside, and it died on me, so I came inside for the rest of this one. But we're good. Keeping it flowing. Hopefully it gets decent views. I'm going to have to do a lot more of these. I'm just going to have to do them inside today, even if I don't want to. So this whole stream is becoming about woo. Hey guys, at this point, y'all are giving woo advice. Woo needs medical intervention. He no longer is at the point where he needs advice from the internet. He needs to be talking to his doctor about this. Just an FYI. He is beyond the help of armchair internet experts. Even if I love some of you guys, just be aware. He is at the point where he needs medical intervention. He may need prescriptions. He needs to be under the care of a doctor with his weight loss. He's had a stroke, and he's ballooned up to 150 kilograms. Anyways, 10 times, guys, who's your doctor's overweight? Hey, man, I've been stuck in the intermediate phase for so long. I trained to failure, and 20 sets per muscle. Your body fat percentage with no progress. How about you follow some sane programming, man? Bro, why don't you cut down to 10 sets and maybe leave a rep in reserve? Cut your volume in half. Stop 1 rep from failure on everything, and I bet you'll start progressing again. You're way overtraining. I don't give 20 sets of muscle group to anybody on less than about minimum 750 milligrams of steroids a week. That's just, as far as clients go. We start talking that many sets, dude, I'd like to see you on 750 plus. If you're a conservative steroid user, that's too much. If you're natural, that's way too much. 20 sets per muscle to failure, yeah. That's why you're stuck, dude. That's just too much, man. You're not recovering from that. However, from 6 sets a week on bench, 10 to 12, amazingly, it started going up. Maybe for a little bit more, but is that your only chest exercise? Should I use soreness as a measure for volume? Not necessarily. Soreness is its own, DOMS is its own separate thing. It's not even always related to muscle growth or direct recovery. It's a bit of nuance to DOMS. I wouldn't use it as a real metric for anything except what DOMS is a product of. Novel training response, excessive eccentric loading, so on and so forth. You should already know if you're going to get DOMS before you get it. If you're an experienced lifter, you already know you're going to get DOMS the day before you get it, based upon what you did with eccentric work or novel training response or volume, that it's going to magically appear. It's very predictable. Yep. You guys have heard me say that in blogs when I've done something. I said, oh, I did all this extra stretch loaded work. I'm probably going to get DOMS tomorrow. Because I don't get DOMS every week. 3 sets each, bench and incline, okay? But incline's a different lift. Don't answer chop tube. Why are you rocking? What? I don't see chop tube. What are you talking about, parent? I don't even see that. So you're reading stuff that's in my filter somehow. No, I don't need donuts, dude. We don't need junk food, man. And I'm doing that chicken brown rice vegetable lifestyle right now while I'm cutting. And we're doing all this cardio. So parents, why are you reading out stuff that is not coming through the stream? Maybe you're the only one seeing it, so the filter's filtering out. It's not going to be seen later. What happened to my hair? Most of it thinned out, and then I shaved the rest. It's very, very simple. Yes, it's in your chat messages, on all messages. I can't do that on the phone app. It doesn't allow me to see that. They're automatically filtered. Like I have no control over it. What are your favorite things in the world? Vagina, guitars, you know, good food. Let's see. Maybe we can get rid of it. All right. Cut the volume and focus on getting stronger. Talking to that other guy, Scott, yeah, I agree. That's what he needs to do. That's what he needs to do, man. I do 1 set of chest incline, 12 reps. I go deep, and suddenly next set I can only do 4. Maybe, yeah, you're definitely have too much volume in your workout, or you're not taking long enough breaks. They're not understanding I'm on a stationary bike. All right, that makes sense. I think we've hit almost an hour for this first one. Tips from like me, you has an addiction to chocolate. Just don't buy chocolate. Don't have it in the house. Problem solved. Don't buy it. Don't have it laying around. Problem goes away. Done. Easy peasy. Quit giving yourself access to the thing that you're addicted to. And that's not a true addiction. That's a mild addiction at that point. So, you just overindulge in it. So don't have it around. You're not truly addicted to it if you've never, sucked someone off for it. You've been that desperate for chocolate. You get what I mean? Yeah, just don't have it around. If you overeat it, that's the problem. Just don't buy it. Don't keep it in the house. We'll go look up how an addiction is defined, Cave. Right? Go do some digging. Sugarless chocolates. You're talking about like the sugar-free? You're talking about just high cocoa count? Yeah, you can do that in theory. But, man, I almost want to end this one at the hour, but it's getting pretty decent views. I don't know what Zaza means, Cave. I'm eating chocolate until diabetes is addicted, though. Yeah, could be some truth to that. Right. Have you recovered? Recovered from what? Pickles, you're gonna have to be a little more specific. What have I recovered from? From my workout? No, I just did it. I won't be recovered probably till tomorrow. Just did a squat and deadlift session. And we've done an hour of cardio now. Can you dig it? You should use a heart rate monitor and do some days in two. Why? There's no point. Why? What would be the possible benefit of this? Starving Marvin. If my goal is to just keep my heart rate up and burn through calories without affecting recovery, why would I need to do that? For cutting to get ripped? No reason. Sugar dick, I've seen. What? Hey parents, we've already said there can't be sexually explicit stuff in here. I'm gonna have to ban people for it. So please remove your comment or I'm gonna have to ban you. I've made that very clear in these streams. It kills my outreach and my algorithm. You're taking money out of my pocket. So if you can't follow basic rules. No, I don't see that in here at all. Yeah. Thank you. Zone 2 burns more calories. No, it doesn't help. Starving, you do not build muscle at all from higher intensity cardio. Sorry, you have been misled, particularly for lifters. No, that doesn't occur. Complete nonsense. Right? Complete fabricated nonsense. You're not building muscle unless you're a complete rank novice in the gym from high intensity cardio. You're building muscle from your weightlifting. Do you find mortality concerns you? Maybe. But I also live a healthy lifestyle. What dude doesn't even lift? Who pays for who are you talking about, Flavin? That's a strange way to do a conversation. Who are you talking about? Breaking down muscle does not cause muscle growth. Starving, that is a debunked hypothesis. What's up? Rise with Ethan. My heart rate, my calorie burn. We're doing fasted cardio after a squat and deadlift day. Mr. Pickle says Jason believes in Jesus. That's true, I do. I mean, everyone has fears. Everyone questions their faith. And I don't think, when someone says that they're unwavering in their faith, I'm not sure that's the case. Maybe they want to convince others of that. But I think everyone questions their faith at times. I think that's normal, right? I question mine all the time, That's just the way things are, That is human nature. You can believe, but still, have your doubts and your questions, and I think that's normal, right? Even the 12 apostles doubted at times. There you go, and exactly the point, right? The ones who saw it firsthand had their own doubts, So yeah, but this is also not a religious channel. Addiction is carrying on even though it's killing you. I've lost loved ones to drug addiction. I agree, man. Hey, Starvin, or I can just keep doing what we know works. I can keep lifting weights and doing my training. I can do my bro diet and I can list cardio all the way down lean and not take random advice from people trying to mess with what I'm doing. That's also an option, right? We could stick with what's time proven to work over and over and over and over, and me just ignore your advice. That's also an option, right? Coach making gains, well, coach losing fat, that's what coach doing. Just saying, that's an option. That is an option on the table. Getting leaner, yes, we're chipping away at it. It's up to you on do exactly, right? Starving, completely irrelevant to the topic. Completely irrelevant to the topic. All right. Couldn't incline sprints theoretically build the stabilizer muscles that couldn't otherwise get work? I'm not sure about that. Dean says, I like your consistency, coach. Appreciate it, Dean. Appreciate it, Dean. Oh, man. I feel like I should put my Amazon, speaking of Dean, because he bought protein on there before, I should totally put my Amazon wish list up again and see if people will send me more protein powder. Oh, I'm not kidding either. That's kind of cool. I'm running low. I'm down to half a tub. Tibialis anterior certain hip muscles. But is it really building hypertrophying muscles, Chris? Come on. You really think you're going to build muscles from any of that actual hypertrophy that you're not getting from your squats, your deadlift, your calf raise stuff? Come on. You're getting certain cardiovascular benefits. You're getting other conditioning components. You're not going to hypertrophy from that. What type of plus over maintenance do I indulge? I don't know. Tiny amount. Watch the scale. Slow general upward trend. Right? So Chris, so why are we doing all that chasing a tiny percent? Because then think about the recovery aspect. You have to recover from that and then balance it with your lifting. So is it costing you muscle? So if you're doing that sort of stuff, and let's say your goal is hypertrophy, your goal is not to be a sprinter, your goal is not the sports carryover, it's, as you said, hypertrophy. What's the cost? What's the training cost of doing it? No, sprinters are jacked because they squat. You do realize that, right? Sprinters' legs are not massive, the top level sprinters, because of the sprinting. They're massive because they squat 500 and 600 pounds. And they use steroids and have good genetics. All right, next. When do you unleash juicy pop, drop pops, 550 deadlift? I don't know. I don't know. Ted, we'll get you to a 550 though. Might happen this year. Julia, follow a program. What do you mean reps? You need to follow a program. I have 3 free novice programs on this page, on this channel. I'm on a channel, not a page right now. Or go follow another one. Don't write your own programs. You're a noob. You have no business writing your own workouts. I've been reducing calories by 50 every month and have been going super great. Lost no more than 2 pounds a month. It's been 6 months. Okay, cool. Do you think it's placebo wearing a jumper in the gym making you feel stronger? Yeah, why would it make you stronger? Sprinters get jacked, exactly, Chris. Sprinters get jacked lifting weights and taking gear. They don't get jacked from the sprinting, right? Still starving, but do you actually have big legs? They've grown because you don't do any leg training. They'd be bigger if you actually trained them instead. They would actually be bigger, dude. That's how it works. Is 5x5 only for strength? No, 5x5 is bodybuilding. 5x5 was not invented by powerlifters. 5x5 was invented by bodybuilders, not powerlifters. In fact, you're never going to be a great powerlifter if 5x5 is all you do. It's not heavy enough. Sorry, dude. Because his printer legs, I just fought. So. Well, Starvin, that's your anecdote, and as a coach who observes people and keeps up with the data in sports, I'm just going to respectfully disagree. Now, if you have your whole journey documented with that and the measurements and the DEXA scans of your legs, then feel free to see it. Who you calling kid? I'm 48. You literally see my pictures and lifting up here right now. 30-second sprints, medium hills. What are you talking about? Marvin must be blind. And really, you haven't seen me squat more than 200 kilograms at age 48? I hope you're kidding. Really, some kid's is come to me with this 200 kilo form, and it's like, dude, I'll squat you. At 48 years old. And I'm not saying a 200 is not good. It's a solid, good squat. But you've literally seen me squat 230 this year on camera with just shorts and a belt, no sleeves, no shoes, at 48 years old. Come on, just stop. All right, just stop, dude. Just stop. You're making an ass out of yourself. All right, next. Well, did I look to be at a high body fat when you saw it? Look at the video. All right, we're getting good views in here, though. Getting some solid views, man. That's why I'm running it out. We're well past the hour for this one. 200 kilos pretty mid. Well, no, 200 is a respectable. It's a good base, guys. No, don't. I'm not going to hate on somebody for 200 kilo squat. That's very respectable. All right? It's very respectable. Cool, you're 180. I put up clients who are 180 who squat 500 plus. The clips are up. One of my 181 lifters did a 505 on camera, raw. So my clients, seen Justin squat 520 at 185 on my channel. Client, come on, dude. Quit trolling. All right, no, 500 pounds. All right, thoughts on beltless training specifically? I think it can have its place. 2 kilograms a month, you're gonna get fat as hell, Julia. It's gonna be mostly fat. All right, yeah, Justin's a strong guy, looks great too. So again, he sees my clients. He's worried about me as an old man at 48, but then look at my clients. Look at my guys in their 30s. Justin's got abs, right? Justin's got abs. He squatted 520 on camera, weighing well under 200 pounds. One of my clients, 5-year client. What's the most in a month? Julie, I already told you, half a kilo. I didn't stutter. That's what I told you to gain. So you can either take my advice or you don't have to, but I gave you the advice. If you do something different and it goes bad, I don't want you to come crying to me though. Everyone wants to trash talk and no videos. Dean, does he not have videos? Because I'm not checking in the middle of my live. Does he not even have videos? So he's just a trash talker. He's a trash talker. Move along, Starvin. Get out of here. Come on. This is for grown-ups. Marvin isn't. Okay, so he's just a trash. He's a fake. When's last time you swam laps in a pool? I don't know. I couldn't tell you how many years. Judo is the same guy who keeps asking about bulking fast. Yeah. Yeah, he's just a troll. He's just a troll. Yeah, judo might be, honestly. But it's all good. I started with Marvin. What's the point of comparisons and trying to almost run another man? And that's the other thing, man. He's coming into a stream of a 48-year-old man trying to one-up me, but I'm stronger than him at 48. I'm almost 50 years old. I'm also cutting, getting riff. He's talking about, and I'm over here cutting. You're not trying to help. You get out of here. You're not helpful. Yeah, he came in here trying to tell me how to do my cardio. Instead of me doing what's time proven, literally thousands of bodybuilders for 40 years have done over and over and over. That's not effective. I want you to do this instead. And he doesn't have videos. That's just called a troll. That's just called trolling stuff, Marvin. Squats alone will build your deadlift. So, but at least we're getting good views. That's the reason I'm just keeping rolling. We're getting decent views. We're getting deep into that deficit. No, he's honestly given engagements. The views are going up. So I'll take the engagements for now. I'll get rid of it in a bit. Marvin driven. Oh, Chicago chasing Hannah. Oh, Cal, it's fine, dude. We laugh at Marvin and he's engaging. Exactly. Everyone's just laughing at it. Dude doesn't have videos up. Ted's like dropping the hammer. Ted's like, man, drop that burn hammer. I don't know, man. I don't want to ban him at this moment if I don't have to. Being roof is actually counterintuitive when it comes to strength training. Being overlooked is just YouTube fitness. Luke, I'm cutting just for the money. Like, I don't even care about being leaner than I am. I really don't. I'm doing it purely for the money now, for social media, not even YouTube, just all the social media. It's a business decision. Yeah, and Alan's right. Move along starving. I don't take orders from you, especially nobody's on the internet. Even if you were giving good answers, the fact that you're coming in with as a nobody, with no evidence of anything, is automatic ignore, and that's fair. That's reasonable. Any reasonable person would do that. No one's going to take your advice when you're just a random person with no videos and no information and just the name Starving Marvin. Nobody's going to listen to you. That's just how it works. Learn to live with it. If you want people to take your advice, put up your clients, put up your results, put up the results of your clients, show some stuff. Yeah, being ripped is not better. What do you think? Yeah, being lean is healthy. Being ripped is not necessarily healthier. 10% and under can be, I agree, Luke. Like, honestly, I'd say peak health probably about that. About that 10 to 15% is probably peak health. It's a compromise once you go under 10, but it's definitely 20 is still not great, to be fair. So now you're changing RIP to 15%. Well, where do you think I am right now in the pictures you see right up here that I just posted today, and I'm about to have the vlog up? Where do you think I am? Where do you think I am in the thumbnail, Marvin? Come on. So, Sam Bryden. So, is there much of a difference between 10 to 12%? A few pounds? Man, ever. You guys, man, Marvin, I've had multiple people, including one of my clients who literally pays me, ask me to ban you. I mean, now it's money, dude. I got clients who pay the bills asking me to ban you, so you guys to go. Will you get a DEXA at the end of the cut? Chris, I don't know. I don't know that I need a DEXA. Do we really need a DEXA? Can I just say, well, once I'm lean enough, man, I'm looking pretty lean? I mean, I could. I don't plan on it. I mean, I could if I really wanted to. I mean, when I got multiple regulars asking, including someone who is a client who pays me, yeah, okay. He gets to go at that point. Them's the rules. Hit the road, Marvin. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. Ted says, rip, brah. Rip in peace, homie. Come back when he has videos of, that's right. Put some footage up. Let's see them lifts. Let's see all them cuts for the sluts he says he has. Let's see that 200 kilo squat, and let's see his clients. Because honestly, that's a problem too. Someone pointed out the other day, a coach I know who has put up a ton of info. He said all these influencers don't train anybody. Why would anyone listen to anyone who only has personal results and doesn't train people? They're not a good source of information either, are they? Lord Bolton says, hi, Jason. What's up, Lord Bolton? Which Lord Bolton, junior or senior? I don't care for Ramsey a whole lot. So, didn't particularly like him, you know. Not that his dad was a wonderful person, he's just a more likable character. Jason, thoughts on Tyrese Halliburton's game winner? I don't know who that is. Next. Are you a fan of inverted rows? I think they're okay. I've done on my program, I've done them even weighted. I think they're a good lift. I mean, I just don't do them because they're just not challenging enough unless I start adding a bunch of weight. For me, with my back size, but I like them. I think inverted rows are a good exercise, yes. How's that for an answer? All right, I think they're a perfectly good exercise. What Game of Thrones character do you identify with the most? The Hound. All right. What HR range do you stick to when doing your cardio? I don't care. It's just all this cardio. Purely to burn through fat calories without interfering with training. Biggest areas you see in a beginning lifter: bulking too quick, not learning basic form on their lifts. right? It's me, Ramsey. Oh no, from Eric K. Well, those are not based on the reality. They're Eric's own crazy character personas. They're not really based on fact. But I mean, hey, you came on through, so it's all good. Please help me. I'm sorry. What do you need help with, Nawali? I'm about to wind this down, guys, because I did like 20 minutes before this stream started with the other streams. Yeah, bulking too quick is a problem. I see dudes get fat, then they get upset, they cut, and then they lose all their gains. And then they go, I can't gain muscle, right? It's common. That's why I keep telling you 1/2 kilo. It's fine. Do it for 2 years. Be fine, right? You don't need to bulk fast. You don't need to. No need. Think he's troll. You seem like a cool dude. Yeah, he is. Eric's a troll dude. I mean, I'm just me. I honestly, Bolton, assuming Ramsey Bolton, Lord Ramsey Bolton in here. So I got to call, I mean, if you're a Lord, I do have to respectfully call you by your title. I mean, just basic etiquette. So Lord Ramsey Bolton here. I'm just me, dude. I'm just another dude. I'm a dude who lifts weights, coaches people, puts up stuff online. That's what I do, man. I'm way less interesting than people have made me out to be, honestly. With machines, I'm on a recumbent bike right now, and then I do brisk walking outside in work boots, all on camera. All right, guys, I do need to wind this down. I'm gonna get this phone on the charger. I need to get a couple other things done, get my vlog done and everything. I love you guys, and I will talk to you here shortly, probably.